have to remember to do my auto plus hide sheet. So these are all just things I have to manually do each time. What I can do is I can just grab those cells, go into my snippet, and I can create a new snippet and just say,
for every.
yep, whatever I've selected, option, right? I'll just call it that. I can give it a little note, whatever it is. Now what's going to happen is, let's say I start up a new Excel file. Say, okay, well, I know I got to create my option page. Well, I can go to my snippets, and I can just grab this, drag it on up there, and it fills in all those values. This is the one time I see people actually using snippets. On our message boards, we actually have a tutorial on snippets if you really want to, but you can save jet formulas, text, Excel formulas, functions. So if you create something really complicated, right, here's a quick tutorial. It says place in cell F10, so we can take a look at that real quick. F10. So it's actually remembering all the text formatting, colors, backgrounds, bold, indentation. And so you can go through this and actually run through this. Drag and drop the basic options panel into cell A1. Okay, well, basic options panel. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one. And I can't do that, so. So everybody messed it up, but you could go through this. And so anything that you create that's really complicated, I want you to select all, delete this. Okay. Some of the examples in here are, date columns, dates by month. Right? None of these work because they're referencing a cell that doesn't exist, because these are all do this, now do this. But if you create something really complex like a date column generator, based on a year or a month or whatever, you could save it as a snippet. You could actually put these out on a network drive and everybody could share them, right? Everybody gets their own folder, but I could go into somebody else's folder and take a look at what they've created. The downside to that is if everybody has access to it, everybody could accidentally go, see ya. Yeah. So if you do share them, I say keep a backup copy. Somewhere on your own computer, so if somebody were to delete it, or you were to delete it yourself, not everybody's so mean. But I can change the location of it right here in my general application settings. Where's my snippet folder? Here it is by default. Or you can email them to people, they're just called .snippet files. Check out my snippet. Put it in that folder and now we'll populate in your thing. So that's really the only thing that I didn't really cover as far as things.
You didn't show us the pivot table.
That's only because that's only for enterprise. I can at least show you what it does. I mean, what that's going to do is I've got cubes locally on my computer. So what I can do is I can drop this down, grab a pivot table and say, okay, which cube do I want to go to? My JetCorp, that's where the data source is, and my analysis services aren't running.
It's okay, if we don't have it, there's no use in, teasing us.
That's basically what it is. It's just a quick way to pull out into a pivot table from the cubes. And the cubes are just consolidated data. I've taken all the sales from all my companies and converted it, my finance, my inventory, AR, AP. So it's good for the big picture stuff. Same thing. They were saying with Target versus Jet. Get that really big picture, but if I want to drill down into that data, it's not a really great way to get into that because it's just big picture type of stuff. So yeah, we typically don't cover that at all unless you've got enterprise. But like I said, I usually spend 2 hours on that alone, and it's all Excel based. I bet every single one of you could outpace me on that training. You'd be bored out of your mind. But that's what I said. I run into people that are so intimidated by pivot tables, they don't. What am I supposed to do? Just drag, drop, move it around, but they're intimidated by it. They don't know what to do with them. So that's what that is.
I can tell you, I've been here 2 years, and I was amazed at how inadequate the source systems are, and how amazing the skill set in this organization is to extract meaningful.
Well, that's good. You have people that are really thinking through
absolutely
and
amazing.
Great problem solvers, because that's really what it is. It's just, here's a puzzle. How do I fix this? Right?
Because the business goes on, and they haven't let the core source system stand in the way. So it's a good group.
It's good. Yeah, confidence that you'll build some great reports. Does anybody have any questions or do you want to discuss scenarios that might come up and we can try and troubleshoot those, or?
Just push getting data around.